me. I'm not used to people being here at the well this time of day. You must be traveling. Are you going to Jerusalem? I heard some amazing things. It's Passover in Jerusalem. I got to tell you, I met the most amazing man here at the well a while back. Like I said, I'm not used to people being here at the well this time of day. And you must be wondering why I myself am coming this time of day. After all, most of the women come early in the morning when it is so much cooler. Well, the women in town really don't like to hang out with me, and they don't like to talk with me, and so it got to the point where it was just so much easier for me to come to the well in the middle of the afternoon. You know, I've been married several times. My father, really tried to find me a good husband. He really did. And he married me to he found me this wonderful man, but the problem is that I have so many questions in my head. I just want to know so many things, and so I tend to ask these questions. And where I come from, I don't know about you, but where I come from, it's not okay. It's not okay for me to ask the questions, and it didn't take long for my husband to get tired of me, and he sent me back to my father. And my father worked really hard to find me another husband, and another husband, and even another husband. And then it got to the point where my father wasn't there to find me a husband. And so I'm living with a gentleman that I'm not married to, and so because of that, the women don't want to talk with me. So I come here during the day, but it's okay, because when I come to get the water, I can think. I'm free to think, and I'm free to ask questions. And so when I came a couple of weeks ago, when I came here, I was deep in thought, and I got really close to the well, and all of a sudden I realized that there was a man sitting there, and my first response was, oh, great. And then the closer I got, I realized that he was a Jewish man, and I'm a woman from Samaria. Men don't usually talk to women, so that's usually not a problem, but Jewish men definitely don't talk to Samaritan women, so I thought I could get my water and I could be on my way, and there wouldn't be a problem. But when I came up here with my bucket, he asked me for a drink. And it shocked me. I was shocked because he was a Jew and I was a woman from Samaria. And not only do they not talk to one another, but Jews don't take food or water from Samaritans at all. It was really an unusual thing. And so I questioned him about that. I really never have learned to keep my mouth shut. So I questioned him, and the amazing thing is he began to have this conversation with me. I was so excited. It was so wonderful in such a way. We began to talk about faith, and I asked him why it was that the Jews thought that the only place we could worship God was in Jerusalem, and he talked about a time that's coming that we can worship God anywhere, that it was more than that. And not only that, he talked about this living water, and I got to tell you, at first I thought he was talking about water, and then I wouldn't have to come to the well every day in the heat, but he was talking about so much more than that. He was talking about this love of God that just fills us up in such a way that it just continues to boil over, and it brings healing, and it brings wholeness, and the more we talked, the more excited I got. In fact, I left my pot here as I went running back to town, and I didn't care that these people didn't want to talk to me. I couldn't help but share this story about who he was. I couldn't help but share my experience. And they ended up inviting him back into town. And he ended up sharing this news with them. And I got to say, things have changed in town. Now, I would love to say that it was a perfect world and that everything in my life is perfect, but it's not. And it's okay. I really do enjoy the walk here by myself, where I can think and I can have my questions. I enjoy more knowing that that's okay too. That God loves me, and I got word back that I said it's Passover, and Jesus, this man named Jesus, this man I met right here, he entered the city this week, and I heard that people were so excited that they were waving palm branches. They were treating him like a king. I do hope that they're able to hear the message that he has for them. I do hope that it changes their lives like it changed mine. Well, I gotta head back. I hope your travels are safe. And I hope that you get to meet this man too when you get to Jerusalem.